Thank you for watching Explorer Television. If you're visiting for a weekend or you've been here all your life, we'll show you the best places in the inland Northwest to explore. Now, here are your Explorer guides, Rick and Teresa Lukens.
Hi there, and welcome to Explorer Television. I'm Rick Lukens.
And I'm Teresa Lukens. We are in Grand Coulee, Washington, best known for the Grand Coulee Dam. It's one of the largest producers of electricity in the world and the largest concrete structure in the United States.
The people who call this place home and the people who vacation here will tell you it's a great place to live and to play.
I'd say this is a spot that anybody outside of Washington State and most people inside Washington State would not believe exists.
A lot of people visit the Grand Coulee Dam area to see the Grand Coulee Dam. That's understandable, but it's far from the only thing to see or do in this area, made up of 4 small towns.
There's Elmer City, right up there, Coulee Dam right here, Grand Coulee just above the dam, and then Electric City, which is verged on Banks Lake.
People arriving for the first time might notice that this area is unlike any other spot in the Northwest.
This is a semi-arid desert region bounded by forest and wheatland, and it's absolutely stunning. It looks, some of it looks like the Southwest, like the Grand Canyon.
Scott Hunter with the local Chamber of Commerce says if you drive in from the west, you might feel like you're in the Grand Canyon.
The drive down Banks Lake is one of the most beautiful drives in the state. I mean, it's astounding because you're going through this huge coulee, which is a French derivative that means cut by water, that was formed in a series of floods 10 to 12,000 years ago. Just catastrophic floods. I mean, they wiped out the rock, and it's an amazing story in and of itself, and it's a must-see.
Banks Lake is a 25-mile man-made waterway that's dotted with campgrounds and beautiful scenery.
There are beautiful spots on Banks Lake as well that we love to go to. Big rocks, little ones that the kids like to jump off of.
But this lake is best known for its world-class fishing.
We raise and release 250,000 fish a year in the Banks Lake.
Carl Russell's group, Power, promoters of wildlife and environmental resources, release kokanee or rainbow trout into the lake 3 times a year.
This is our 23rd year of raising fish in net pens. We get our fish from the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife. Our funding comes from your sporting goods tax.
It's been said there are many trophy-sized bass in this lake just waiting to be caught. But there's an even bigger lake right down the road.
There's Lake Roosevelt back there, and that's like 600 miles of undeveloped shoreline.
From the dam, Lake Roosevelt stretches over 130 miles nearly to the Canadian border, an expansive playground for anyone who loves the outdoors.
There's a lot of hiking, a lot of fishing, a lot of swimming and boating, and horseback riding, that kind of thing.
And if you have a boat, you have access to miles of remote beaches that are nearly impossible to get to by land.
I know people here who have taken vacations on their boat on Lake Roosevelt because they can go up the lake and get lost for a week and nobody can get to them.
If you can't find your own private hideaway on this lake, you're just not looking.
The ethic on Lake Roosevelt is if somebody's on that beach, go to the next cove.
There are also plenty of campgrounds just off the road, but still spitting distance from either Lake Roosevelt or Banks Lake. But if you don't feel like roughing it, the rooms here are pretty nice too.
What we do have are several motels, all of which I think almost all the rooms are all updated. They've taken a lot of pride in their ownership.
If you're coming, make sure to pack some shorts and plenty of sunscreen.
Most of the time in the summer, it's clear. Bring a hat. You know, it's clear and hot and beautiful skies.
We're just getting started with our trip to the Grand Coulee area. Up next, a rare trip inside the dam, plus a trip across the dam. We'll show you how you can do that. And this is a versatile structure, a beautiful laser light show that's also a history lesson.
for the perfect vacation, visit Coulee Playland on Banks Lake near Grand Coulee, Washington. This beautiful tree-lined park offers full hookups, tent sites, yurt rental, hot showers, and even Wi-Fi. And the fish are always jumping at Coulee Playland. Launch your boat on site or rent a fishing, pontoon, or paddleboat for fun in the sun. Pick up tackle, camping supplies, and gifts at the Coulee Playland store. Coulee Playland on Banks Lake, east of Electric City, just minutes from Grand Coulee Dam. Call or log on today for reservations.
Grand Coulee Center Lodge in Grand Coulee has a comfortable room waiting for you. Our newly remodeled rooms offer a variety of amenities to make your stay enjoyable and memorable. The Grand Coulee Center Lodge is an escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Enjoy a complimentary continental breakfast, and for lunch or dinner, cook your own steaks on our barbecue and enjoy quality time with friends and family. Grand Coulee Center Lodge, Western hospitality at its finest. Make your reservation today and begin your adventure tomorrow.
Welcome back to Explorer Television from the greater Grand Coulee area. You know, it's hard to imagine just how big Grand Coulee Dam is until you get up close. It's huge.
Yeah, and now a great dam tour has gotten even better. With an up-close look, you can drive across the top of the dam.
Most of the people here either service the dam or service the people that service the dam.
In fact, there wasn't much here at all before they started building the dam in 1933. Just about everything here is a reminder of the hard-working people who struggled through the hard times of the Great Depression.
One of the things that survived is a little thing called the Gherke windmills, but it reflects the idea of ingenuity and making something out of nothing.
Which is pretty much how they created the region's biggest attraction.
Okay, folks, we're about ready to take off here.
Tens of thousands visit the dam every year.
The dam was built during the Great Depression under Franklin Roosevelt's administration.
They learn all of the facts and figures, which are astounding.
Just under 12 million cubic yards of concrete in there, enough concrete that you could build a sidewalk 4 feet wide twice around the world at the equator.
And there are jaw-dropping views, including a look inside at the giant turbines that provide power for millions of homes.
Power from here routinely gets as far south as San Diego. And if you live in any of the 11 western states this side of the Continental Divide, you're going to get power from us at some point in time.
Something new has been added to the tour for this summer.
Where we're standing right now is right on top of the dam. And
This used to be a 2-lane highway. People drove their cars, even cattle, across the top of this dam. But since 9/11, it's been closed to the public.
this is pretty special for this summer to be able to bring tour groups on top of the dam and for them to get a good look from the top of the dam.
And the view from here might make your knees a little wobbly.
Oh, we're standing 350 feet above the surface of the water down there right now.
The free tours run daily through September from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They suggest you get there early, and you'll want to stay late because after dark, the largest concrete structure on the continent turns into the largest screen in the world. It's all free. It really is a grand way to cap off your trip to the Grand Coulee Dam. For more information on all there is to see and do in the Grand Coulee area, call the Grand Coulee Dam Area Chamber of Commerce at 1-800-COOLEE-2. That's 1-800-268-5338, or log on to grandcouleedam.org.
Up next, it's 1,000 square miles of fun in North Idaho. A trip to Priest Lake when Explorer Television continues.
Live your dream with help from the Property Shop in Priest Lake, Idaho. The real estate professionals at the Property Shop specialize in finding you the perfect property. They know the area because they live and play in the area. The Property Shop features the best in waterfront property, from high-end homes to reasonably priced family homes and lake cabins. One is sure to become your own private hideaway. Make the Property Shop your first stop in Priest Lake, Idaho. Call 800-549-5254 or log on to propshop.com.
Kavanaugh's, located on the waters of beautiful Priest Lake, Idaho. Visit the newly remodeled restaurant and let one of their amazing crews serve you their famous fish and chips and Priest Lake's best huckleberry daiquiri. Enjoy all that Priest Lake has to offer and let Kavanaugh's take care of the rest. In the winter, Kavanaugh's has the best snowmobile riding right outside your back door. Miles of groomed cross-country skiing trails. Whether you're taking in a sunset on the lakefront dock or cozying up by one of the 3 fireplaces, Kavanaugh's is the place to be.
Welcome back to Explorer Television. We're in beautiful Priest Lake now, right in the middle of the Idaho Panhandle. We're about 80 miles north of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene and just nearly a stone's throw from the Canadian border.
And of course, the centerpiece for this area, Priest Lake. Crystal clear, beautiful water, perfect for year-round fun. And nearby, you'll find golf, a museum, old-growth forests, and mountain biking.
The lake itself is truly a slice of heaven, and it's something that until you've seen it and experienced it, been on the lake or around it, it's hard to imagine how beautiful it is.
Denny Horlocker fell in love with Priest Lake decades ago.
One of the wonderful things about this lake, there's literally endless stretches of Hawaii-like sand beaches and an amazingly clean water, and it is swimmable. Particularly from the 4th of July to Labor Day. We swim a lot in it, we water ski a lot, we wakeboard, we do all the water sports.
This lake is big enough that there's more than enough room for everyone. With many areas that you can get to only by boat, it seems like a very intimate lake.
There is 7 islands on the lake. 2 of them are very large. They have camping in the summertime with the Forest Service.
And if camping isn't your thing,
there's many resorts with fantastic food on the lake or very close to it for boating.
Keep your fishing pole handy.
There's bass fishing at Chase Lake, which is almost attached to the south end of Priest Lake at Coulee.
There's plenty more to do close by.
Hiking is just amazing around here, and it's the variety of trails that makes this unique. Right where we're at here, there's a trail, it's called the Lakeshore Trail, and it is right on the water, and it goes for about 1.5 miles, 2 miles to the north, and it goes south, and it's only for people that hike or walk.
There are many more hiking trails in an area that's called Stagger Inn, and that's where you'll find the Teddy Roosevelt Grove of old-growth trees. It's hard to imagine how big they are until you're standing next to one. One of the sights to see right here near Priest Lake. It's about 20 minutes from the road, but well worth the drive. Right now the waters are raging, but it's spectacular all summer long.
For single track mountain bike trails around for hikers and mountain bikers that are very, very challenging and will give even the most experienced mountain biker every bit of challenge.
Speaking of challenging, the Priest Lake Golf Course offers golfers a challenge and a spectacular view.
Well, it's a fantastic 18-hole, par 72, 6,500-yard golf course, and it's set kind of in a mountain setting. It's set in the wetlands, so it's beautiful. You can sometimes see deer on, particularly on the 18th hole. I see them there regularly.
The old Civilian and Conservation Corps office at Priest is now home to the Priest Lake Museum.
Inside the museum, it has a history of the lake, including Nell Shipman, who was a movie star that moved up here and actually made movies at Priest Lake in the just the turn of the century, and a real interesting history of mining and lumber, timber up here, which is where the lake started.
Once the snow flies, they certainly don't shut things down at Priest Lake.
It is truly a 4-season resort. Some of the best snowmobiling in the Northwest is here with 400 miles of groomed trails. And you can snowmobile literally to the tops of some of these mountains, like Sundance Mountain, which is 6,000 feet. And you can, from there, you can look at virtually in the entire length of the lake.
Winter fun also includes snowshoeing and cross-country skiing.
It doesn't matter what the weather does, we always have fun up here.
For more information, log on to visitidaho.org or priestlake.org or call 888-774-3785. The Priest Lake Chamber of Commerce looks forward to seeing you when you visit scenic Idaho.
Well, if I tried real hard, I might be able to name 10 or 12 species of birds that you could find in Washington, but a real bird watcher who knows their stuff can tell you there are over 200 different varieties to look out for. And there's now a guide to tell you where to find most of them. Up next, we go bird watching in Pend Oreille County.
Are you looking to escape from the day-to-day grind? How about a summer vacation at Elkins Resort? Idaho's premier vacation destination wants you to know they have vacation getaways for great summertime fun that will help you escape and relax with affordable rates. Book that romantic getaway or a family vacation. Come enjoy Elkins' award-winning restaurant, kick back and soak up the sun, or enjoy some time on the water. But make your reservations today. Summer won't last long. Call Elkins Resort today or check our website at elkinsresort.com.
A trip to Priest Lake just wouldn't be the same without a trip to the historic Leonard Paul store. Just like the old general store, you'll find everything inside to make your stay at Priest Lake perfect. A wide variety of groceries, clothing for kids and adults, great gifts, delicious deli treats, and even